you be my leading lady? I wanna cause you to never know me. Anytime,
Here go the ingredients for the shrimp and grits with salmon croquettes. I want you guys to put your own twist to it and drop me a comment below. Tell me what you did different. So I started with shredding my cheese. So definitely get the block cheese and shred it yourself. Now with the grits, I mean, if you can cook grits, then you screwed. But not for real. I'm gonna help you out. Cook them per the packaging. I seasoned my grits. I've added heavy whipping cream, garlic, pepper. I sprinkled a little bit of salt and I added the Cajun seasoning into these grits. So the grits themselves was a dish alone. I made sure that I added about a half a cup of cheese and I just stirred that in until I got it to look just like this. And I included shots with butter to let you know that I did put butter into the grits. And they form very nice. Now with the shrimp, before I even cooked them, I rubbed them down with olive oil, smoked paprika, the Cajun seasoning, just a light little dust of seasonings. One way to judge if you actually made this shrimp the way that it needs to be done is if you taste it. So just eat one when you think it's done, and if it tastes good, then you're good to go. And if you don't know when it's done, it shouldn't be gray. You should be looking at pink all over your shrimp. Then I started with the vegetables. So the vegetables is me getting ready to start the roux. I put olive oil in the pan. Some people could use bacon grease. It's really up to you and your preference. And I definitely use oil and butter. So now I'm just kind of moving it around as if I'm stir frying. And I'm just cooking in the seasoning that I've added, which would have been a tablespoon of the garlic paste, the Cajun seasoning, the garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika, and then added that heavy whipping cream. Now I did add cornstarch for the thickening, and then I've added in probably a half a cup of milk just because I like that taste of the milk and the heavy whipping cream. If you didn't want to use milk and you want to use strictly heavy whipping cream, that'll be fine. But you just want to cook this in and stir it in. My suggestion to you is to actually taste this before you add your shrimp, because whatever this tastes like, your whole dish is going to taste like. So add in the smoked paprika, add in your garlic, add in your Cajun seasoning little by little, and taste as you go. Now, when you get it to that perfect taste like you want it to taste, that's when you add your shrimp and you get it prepared to go over your grits. Now with the salmon croquettes. Now the salmon croquettes are pretty easy. All you need is the salmon, the vegetables, and you go in with your seasoning with the mayonnaise. You're going to actually add breadcrumb and cornstarch. I prefer cornstarch because to me that with flour, you always risk having that flour taste and your seasonings don't pick up. But with cornstarch, it blends a little better with your seasoning. I did add an egg just so everything can combine easily. And then I may have added like a dollop of mustard. And now mustard is optional. That's why I didn't list it in the ingredients. So then you just stir it up until it's well blended. It will look like a potato salad. Just want to get it well blended before you actually put it into the pan. So my pan has oil in it. I take my ice cream scooper and I just scoop out the salmon croquette. I let one side cook for about 2 to 4 minutes. When I start seeing the edges brown, that's when I use spatula to flip it over. So when I do that flip over, I use the spatula to press it down that point. And you get a salmon croquette that looks like this. Now, this was so good that the folks that I cooked for, they were actually making sandwiches. So they were using everything, the salmon croquette, the shrimp with the roux, and the grits. It was all into one sandwich. And that just gave me an idea that, hey, you can either make shrimp and grits and salmon croquettes burgers, or you can serve it as is shown here. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching.